guys!
Hola!
So today we're going to talk about
things we did for the first time ever
in Disney this last trip. First, we'll start off with all of the food locations we did for the first time. Food locations are pretty hard for us to try.
Favorite topic, food.
It's pretty hard for us to try new food locations because he's a picky eater. I have dietary restrictions. So we're always kind of looking for a place that meets both of our needs. And we found a lot of good ones this time.
Especially at like the last split seconds, we kind of found a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Especially quick service. Like quick service, I don't plan for the record. We go around and like find things in the park or where we are. And we found a lot of good ones this time.
I still have my favorite one, but it was a sit down. It wasn't a quick service. It was a sit down.
We'll get to that.
I know we'll get to that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list everything off per category in this video, and then we'll talk about our favorites and what we liked and what we didn't like. We have 4 restaurants that we tried for the first time. Rose and Crown, Pecos Bill.
Rose and Crown.
Let me list them all first.
No, that would really, that's, stop right there.
He loved Rose and Crown, and we'll get more into that. Pecos Bill. That's more of a Mexican restaurant in Magic Kingdom. 50s Primetime Cafe, as well as Satu'li Canteen in in Pandora. So, as he said, Rose and Crown was his favorite. I picked that mainly for my mother who was on the trip. I didn't think he was going to find too much there. I figured worst comes to worst, they can get him a plain pasta dish, or there was like 1 or 2 things you could have eaten on the menu.
Well, when we originally planned this dinner, let me rephrase that. When Amy first planned this dinner, the dish that she actually picked, I absolutely did not like.
I think you got the vegetable, like, shepherd's pie.
Yeah, and I wasn't a fan of that. And then Amy found, I think it was like salmon or something like that.
Well, yeah, the waiter was great. He was fantastic. Josh doesn't like many fish at all. He really only likes tuna steak because it's very meaty in texture. And the waiter was like, I highly recommend the salmon. And I was like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? You're going to have to pick another thing. And he liked mine, but he wanted to try something different than mine. So we could have switched last minute. And he got, I don't remember what kind of salmon it was, how it was cooked, but he loved it.
It was great.
He's open to trying salmon now, but I'm like terrified to make it because I'm not going to hold up to that standard.
Well, again, Amy, you're here and Disney's all up here.
Yeah. So I'm so glad he liked it. That's a regular restaurant now in our rotation, and I love eating in World Showcase because you really get the authentic food, and you get the waiters and like the whole experience.
She's lying. She just loves going to Epcot and going to World Showcase.
That too.
Period.
But I really do like eating in Epcot, and I'm an adventurous eater, I would say. He's not.
No, that's not true.
Okay, no. I'll backtrack. I know what he's gonna say. He's open to trying things. It's a matter of liking them. He'll always try something, which is why I like taking him to buffets at Disney, because he can try a little bit of everything. I think my goal for next trip is taking you to one of the Animal Kingdom buffets. So 50s Primetime was We weren't like a huge fan of it. Pecos Bill...
But hold on a second, go back to 50s. Honestly, it's more like your standard stuff, your hamburgers, your steaks, your macaroni and cheese. So for us, when we go to Disney, we like trying new and different things.
Old-time American favorites.
So that's why we're like, oh, it wasn't bad.
Satu'li Canteen, I was always excited to try. I really wanted to try it. He had the vegetable curry pods, and I'm shocked he liked them.
There was a lot of stuff that I was shocked that I also liked as well.
Yeah, and I had a bowl. We'll link all the videos where we ate at these restaurants as well.
Or just hit the eyes also.
Yeah. Pecos Bill, we just had nachos, which was, like, it was okay. It's a great spot in the Magic Kingdom because we can each get, like, we love nachos, but I don't like a ton of stuff on mine, and he does. So it's great that we can split that up. Now I'm going to talk about where we stayed. So we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge Club Level. How'd you like Club Level specifically?
So Club Level was actually, I think, even though I didn't eat a lot, I really did think it was worth the money. It did save us a lot of money, so we didn't have to go out to a restaurant, because that first night we were pretty much going off of our wallets, not points, or the meals.
We were not on the dining plan.
We were not on the dining plan, so for us it really saved us a lot of money. So with that being said, yeah, you're paying a lot more for the club level, but I actually really did enjoy it.
Especially breakfast.
Yeah,
'Cause
breakfast,
he's a pretty a picky breakfast eater. Cereal, maybe some bagels.
An Eggo.
An Eggo. So with the club level, he could get some fruit and he could eat a cereal and he was a happy camper and he could have unlimited Nesquik.
So yeah, I did think it was a good idea for us to do that.
So we'll definitely be doing that again. I think I want to try a different resort though.
Oh yeah.
Because each different resort has different food offerings.
Copper Creek.
Copper Creek. You loved Copper Creek.
So I like more luxury. Copper Creek was a lot more luxury. I was very shocked at it. I thought it would be more log cabin, more rugged, more like wilderness lodge, but it really wasn't. I really enjoyed it from the people who have seen the video of us doing, well, me doing the room tour.
Wow.
Wow. I think there was like 15 wows in that video, but
yeah.
I really enjoy it. I'd probably go back and stay there again.
It was very impressive.
Yeah.
And I mean, I gotta give them credit. It's their newest DVC resort, but it was really impressive.
If I had the money, I'd probably buy more points there.
Probably. Actually, the Grand Floridian, you would.
No. Copper Creek.
Wow.
I would stay at the Grand Floridian. I want that to be a treat. Wow.
What about the new show we saw this time, Fantasmic? I've always wanted to see Fantasmic.
I'm going to get so much hate mail from this.
I've seen videos of Fantasmic. I've always wanted to see it. I love the music. I love everything about it. But there hasn't ever been a time that we've been in Hollywood studios late. We always did
Beauty and the Beast.
We did Animal Kingdom in the morning. We did Hollywood Studios, and then we went to Disney Springs.
No, but I'm saying we did Beauty and the Beast, which is the reason why we always that, and then the fireworks, and we never really saw Fantasmic.
Yeah, so we never stayed in Hollywood Studios for time for Fantasmic, or the Hollywood Studios fireworks, for that matter.
Which are now changing from what we have heard. It's
They're
going to be
always changing.
March, I think, is when it's changing.
I think so.
What is it? Mickey's like 90th birthday.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
Personally, love Fantasmic. Ask Josh. His version of Happily Ever After, how the music makes him happy. Fantasmic is my happy.
My personal favorite is the video that I've seen from Fantasmic is when I think it was like Goofy fell. Dopey fell off. Oh yeah, it was Dopey that fell from the second floor.
Because Dopey's Dopey. He was still in character. I think it's amazing. The big new thing we did this time was Toy Story Land.
Yeah, okay. So we went there for the soft opening because we found out I think they announced it at like 6 o'clock. We were there at 8 o'clock at night. Yeah. And we also had fast passes for Slinky Dog, so we were there also opening day. With that being said, I truly enjoyed Toy Story Land. I was shocked that there wasn't more to do, though. I will say that.
Kind of stunk that it rained the first.
Well, you know what? Yeah, well, it torrential downpoured that day. Like, the skies opened up.
Yeah.
But there weren't a lot more food. I figured there would be at least one sit-down. There really wasn't.
There's a quick service, and honestly, for someone who eats vegetarian at Disney, there was almost no vegetarian options for you. I think there was a grilled cheese. He wouldn't have eaten grilled cheese. Even the little Pop-Tart cakes, one was a strawberry jam, which was like, I heard was okay, but even the chocolate hazelnut, which you don't eat chocolate hazelnut, which is Nutella, had bacon on it. So there aren't a lot of vegetarian options in Toy Story Land, I found.
But granted, I mean, Toy Story Land, the way they kept saying Toy Story Land and how big it was, and blah, 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 I thought was really tiny. I thought they had a lot more room to expand on Toy Story Land, and they didn't, but I still enjoyed it overall. It
was fun, but I feel like they made it out to be like, oh, you could spend almost a whole day now at Hollywood Studios. You still can't. They now have 5 rides instead of 3. So I really enjoyed it. Trust me, I'll go back, but wasn't my favorite.
No.
So something we did for the first time on this trip, not only did we stay at Animal Kingdom for almost a full day, but we did Rafiki's Animal Watch, which is now closed, and we did It's a Bug's Life.
Rafiki's Watch, was that the one that was... Oh no, that was the nature reserve.
Yeah, we took the train up. Okay. They had the little petting zoo. We met Rafiki there.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
and then it started. Yeah.
Why?
They're redoing it. But that's also when it started downpouring at Animal Kingdom.
And thunder and lightning, which is typical for Florida.
Yeah. It was really bad downpour. We couldn't even pet the animals.
Well, she did. She pet the piggy butt.
I did pet the piggy butt. It was a cute piggy butt. And then we did the It's a Bug Life 4D show. I had seen that before as a kid, so I haven't seen it in probably like almost 18 years. I still enjoyed it. I remembered a few things. I didn't give him any hints on what was coming. That was the show.
I remember. I'm the one that filmed it.
The ones that they went up
Yeah. I'm the one that filmed that, so kind of a weird feeling when you feel things, crawling past you or blowing in front of you while you're trying to film it.
But I enjoyed it. I always think it's kind of fun, especially for the kids and the people that don't know what's happening. I know you were laughing the whole time, and then all of a sudden right at the end when they get you in the butt, you're like, whoa, I heard him next to us. Something else we did was we had a rest day. We didn't enjoy a rest day.
No, it's not that we didn't enjoy a rest day. We enjoyed a rest day, but in hindsight, 6 months after the fact, we just wasted money.
We wasted a perfectly good day.
That's a perfectly good day. We could have been in the park.
Even the rest day. So on our rest day, we slept in. We went to the pool. We went to Disney Springs, and then we went to the pool.
Which I got yelled at because I found that you're not allowed to use a GoPro on the slides and inside the pools and stuff. So I wound up getting yelled at.
To be very honest, we're pool people. But the pool day was miserable. The cement was so hot. You either wanted to be in the pool or have shoes on.
But then again, think about the time of the year we went. We went, the end of June? So that's summertime.
It was hot, but wow, I burned the bottom of my feet. The pool was nice. It was definitely crowded, but it's a Disney resort in the middle of summer. I can't complain. But I would have rather been sweating in a line for Haunted Mansion or Small World. So I wouldn't mind doing a half rest day where we kind of took our time in the morning, didn't have plans, but at night totally went to the Magic Kingdom.
I enjoyed the rest day. And again, we've gone to Disney so many times that we can act out every show, every fireworks celebration we can sing along with.
And that's something we did do this trip. This is the first trip that we were like, we don't have to do that. We've done it before.
Because we've done everything, which is why I'm still in the mindset, I still want to go to the parks, but I also need to enjoy my vacation, and I would probably say this is the first time ever going to Disney that we actually relaxed.
I think next time we'll definitely maybe go to their 2 mini golf courses, do some fun things outside of the parks, and of course we'll take you guys along. But still be enjoying Disney, but not doing park things. Much to Josh's dismay, we also watched Happily Ever After from a new location.
Okay.
Let me preface this. We did it because our feet were excruciating. We were
it's not just us. It was also all of our friends that we were with there too. A lot of our cast member friends were there.
My mom, her knee was hurting. This was right before her knee replacement surgery, so we wanted to at least give her a spot to sit down. Where did we watch from?
That's not Casey's Corner. It's across the way. What is that called?
Right outside of the plaza.
Right outside the plaza, which is across the way from Casey's.
Yeah.
So,
right up against the fence line, and the good thing about that is they stop people from standing there, but we must have not had a cast member in that area because people kept stopping and then moving and stopping and then moving.
Which is kind of annoying, and again, if you guys don't know a good spot, we'll actually insert a picture here of where is the best spots to actually stay and actually watch the fireworks in Magic Kingdom. You can also Google image the same image. It's all over the place. And
it's not one of those fireworks shows where the closer you are to the castle, the worse it is. I find the closer to the castle, the better it is, because you can see the projections better.
See, that's not 100% true, because we also watched it from the train station also, all the way in the back.
Yes, that's good.
So, it is good that you can see everything all the way down Main Street, so on and so forth, but when you're up there, you can't see all the other fireworks and everything else when you're in closer to the hub of the, in front of the castle.
Yeah, we did also watch it from the train station. That's a good point, because we got into the park right as it started, and instead of beating all the crowds and missing it, we just kind of stood up there.
We were only there just to watch the fireworks anyway, so. And again, reminder people, all because there's a small break in between the fireworks doesn't mean that it's over. It's not. Don't leave. Half the people that were in that train station.
We had to tell everybody.
And the second we said it, they're like, really? 2 seconds later, the fireworks started going, oh, thank you. Guys, watch our video. see how happily ever after is and everything before you guys just turn around and leave the park.
And the last but final thing
is
Carousel of Progress.
It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow,
shining at the end of every day.
That's as far as I sing it. Sorry, guys.
It gets stuck in his head like nothing else.
So my most memorable part of the actual ride was actually not the ride itself. So I don't remember the exact joke, but we were sitting about halfway in the middle of the ride, and there was another couple that was sitting all the way in the back row, and I think the guy said something like,
there's something about like there's no way out, or
oh yeah, there's no way out, and I turned around instantly without a splash of a second. I was like, welcome, foolish mortals. Everyone on the ride
and it's
hysterically laughed. It was honestly my favorite memory ever.
It's the part of the ride where they lose power and all the lights go out, so it was all dark all of a sudden for like a minute or two.
It was almost like I was best friends with the guy and we knew exactly what we were going to say, but we were complete strangers and the both of us hit our marks like real quick. It was honestly probably the most magical moment of my trip. Our trip, excuse me.
I think I'd done it once before as a kid. It's a great ride or experience to relax.
Yeah, it's just like people mover.
It's about 20 minutes where you can sit down and just kind of put your feet up or not stay on your feet. Another one that they took away was great was Ellen's Energy Adventure. That was like an hour. That was like too long.
We've done that before. I think it was before we actually started this channel.
Yeah. It was too long.
I love you, Ellen, but that was boring.
It was too long. This is like the perfect amount of like 20 minutes, air conditioning, not on your feet, and you're thoroughly being entertained. It's not slow paced like Ellen's was. I think it's something we're going to do every time we did it. We ended up doing it at like 3 different times. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications on our channel. Give us a like and a thumbs up.
Leave some comments below.
What's something that you've never done in Disney? Tell us. Is there something else that we didn't mention, maybe we haven't done and we have to try? Is there one ride that we're just kind of missing out on?
But before you do that, you got to watch all of our other past videos that we've gone. Not just the one we went in 2018, but the also one that we went in 2017. Before you tell us what we missed. If after you watch that, then let us know, because we've always liked to try new things in Disney that we've never done before, so by all means tell us.
And there are definite rides we haven't done, so I'm excited to keep trying new things.
Except for Tower of Terror. Sorry guys.
Oh yeah, no,
I know what that is. I won't ever do it. If you guys can do it, more power to you.
Both of us don't do drop rides, so great on that.
So in any event, guys, thank you very much for watching, and see you real soon.